Hello dear students, hope you all are keeping fine and I am sure you attempted your quarterly exam and you must have enjoyed it because it was very simple. It was to encourage you, you must have scored well. And our regards to your parents. We wish that this pandemic gets over soon and we resume our school days. However, due to this prolonged lockdown, we have no other choice than to begin again or rather to continue with our online classes. Today I welcome you all for the further study. We will study today the second story of your textbook, Fritz, written by Satyajit Ray. His lifespan was from 1921 to 1992. Satyajit Ray was an excellent film producer and director. He reached the Indian films to a greater height. He received several awards. He received as many as 32 Indian National Film Awards, quite a number of international awards too. He received Oscar for lifetime achievement. It seems that when he was on his deathbed, he received the Oscar award and he received it with great reverence and kissed it on his deathbed. Apart from being a film producer and maker, he was also a very good writer. He wrote many short stories and even novels of various genres, both for children and adults. Fritz was written by him in Bengali, not in English. This story which we are studying in our own textbook, Fritz, was translated by Gopa Majumdar. So, this translation is by Gopa Majumdar. We are going to study. In short, children, I would like to introduce this short story. In this, we have got two main characters. They are Jayanto and Shankar. Jayanto is the main protagonist about whom the entire story is written because the peculiar incident takes place in his life. And narrator in the story is Shankar. Both of them were friends. Jayanta was an editor of a newspaper and Shankar was a school teacher. Both of them were dreaming or rather planning and eagerly seeking for a chance to go together for an outing, for a tour. But because they were in two different jobs, they were not getting holidays together. And therefore, their dream was not getting fulfilled. However, once, by chance, both of them got together for holiday and then they planned to go for a picnic or an outing. And Jayanto insisted to go to Bundi. Shankar did not understand what would be the reason but he agrees to go along with Jayanto to Bundi. Though Shankar agreed to go to Bundi along with Jayanto, he was wondering. Bundi was, of course, a historical place, but usually people don't go to visit Bundi because it is not a very beautiful place. Only those who are interested in history visit Bundi. So, this particular curiosity to know the reason why Jayanto was taking him to Bundi, this secret was revealed by Jayanto on the way to Bundi. Jayanto says that as a child he lived there. When he was 6 years old, he lived there in Bundi. His father was working there and he lived there as a child. There, on reaching, a very peculiar, a very supernatural or unnatural event takes place in the life of Jayanto. He feels that a 2 feet living being, or rather a living being having 2 feet walk over his chest at night. And then he feels that it must be his old doll called Fritz. Fritz he had received from his uncle who came from abroad and presented him a small 1 feet tall doll, and that particular doll came to his mind as if it lived again as an alive doll. It walked on his chest. And on digging under a Deodar tree where he had buried his doll, they find a human skeleton, and this increases the type of wondering in a person. Actually, the story ends abruptly. It does not conclude anything. And it depends on the reader what end you want to give. So, in a way, it is a supernatural, rather an unnatural story. It is a paranormal genre of story. However, children, I will teach you this story in my next video in detail. But very insistingly I tell you children that no explanation, no description by a teacher will replace your reading of the text. You have to make a point to read the entire story yourself. You will enjoy it. And the explanation and description by the teacher is just an aid for you to understand the story. And therefore, today I end this particular class. Tomorrow I will teach you in detail. Bye. God bless you. Be happy, be healthy.